Good morning. Today is the day that we get to meet our Highland cow. So I'm going to be sharing the entire experience. Well, we're not meeting our Highland cow, but we are meeting the breeder of the miniature Highland cow that we do plan to reserve and purchase. So I wanted to share the entire experience. We actually rented a cabin. It is absolutely beautiful. We are here in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. It's in the Cacapan Park. Absolutely beautiful, but before you meet any animal or consider bringing, there's Jackie. Before you consider bringing any animal into your home, I mean, it's not like Kyle and I are just jumping in and getting a miniature Highland cow. We've been researching these cows for a while. We're meeting our breeder first before we reserve the cow that we plan to purchase. And so we're taking the necessary steps to educate ourselves before we jump totally in. So I wrote a list of questions. I just wanted to share a few of the questions that I'm going to ask when we're there. We're going again to meet the breeders. There's Jack with his binoculars, but we're going again to meet our miniature Highland cow breeder. So some of the questions I'm going to ask, our alpacas are actually very clean. They all poop in the same place. It's like a community poop pile, which is really handy. So I want to talk about manure management, what they do with their cow manure. I want to know, do they need monthly vaccines? We give our alpacas monthly shots. Do the miniature cows need monthly vaccines we'd have to give, or is it yearly? I also want to know about hoof trimming. A lot of the times they can trim their own hooves, but like by walking on the terrain. But I want to know, do you have to trim the cow's hooves? How often? Do you hire a farrier? What do you do about their hooves? How much space do they need? Obviously, we have our goats and our alpacas. I don't want the cow to be alone, so what animal would be best to live with them? I was thinking our OT and Mater maybe live with him. So asking about, which of our animals would be ideal to live with a cow? Obviously, it's always best to have more than one. So, who knows where that'll lead, but 2 would be more ideal, but affordability, probably 1, so at least for now. So, which of our animals would be best to live with him? As far as, let's see, their horns. We've never had an animal, we've had our Nigerian goats, but we have them dehorned. So obviously miniature Highland cows have horns. So what do we have to do? Is there anything we have to do for horn care? What do we need to do for that? That's totally new for us. Something else, obviously, when will the calf be born? And then after the calf is born, they're going to be nursing with the mom. So essentially, when would we bring the cow home? How much grain and what kind of grain does the cow get? We don't have huge pastures, so we supplement a lot with hay. So how much hay is the cow going to eat, and is that okay? Because we want to make sure, obviously bringing any animal into your herd, you want to make sure the animal is happy. We want this animal to be happy and healthy, and we want to make sure that we can provide the best environment for our little cow. Obviously, we spoil our animals, so we really just want to make sure that although we want a miniature Highland cow so much, is he going to be happy on our pasture? Is he going to be happy on our homestead? I really think we can provide him a great environment, but all of these are questions I'm going to be asking the breeder. And we're heading to the breeder in just a few minutes. So I'm going to update when we're there and show a live video. This is actually our first time meeting a miniature Highland cow. So that is part of it too. We've never actually met one, so we need to meet one before we buy one. So we're very excited. And my mom is here too, so she's coming along. So it's a whole bonding experience.
Hi.
Here's my mom.
I'm Jill's mom.
So we are so excited. This is like a whole family experience. Again, we're in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. My mom's here too, so it's a whole family experience. And we're about to go meet the miniature Highland cow. So check back. I'm going to share a video about that. I've got my questions. Kyle's got his questions. All of my kids are excited. We're all ready. I got a little gift ready for the breeder. I made this little sign. How adorable. So Very exciting. So I will share another video, so follow along, and I'm gonna take a ton of pictures because I know they're gonna be absolutely adorable. So check back later and we will all go together. I'm bringing you along the entire experience. We're all gonna go together and meet our first miniature Highland cow.